In other news, Colombia is on alert due to a rise in yellow fever cases. In this context, President Gustavo Petro announced his intention to decree an economic and sanitary emergency in the country. Our correspondent Hernán Tovar with the details.
These vaccination points are located at the transportation terminal in the capital city of Bogotá. In view of the alarm caused by the increase in cases of yellow fever in Colombia and its high temperature and humidity zones, travelers to these regions are coming to Colombia as a protective measure and for fear of contracting it through the bite of the mosquito that transmits it.
I am panicking because if I get yellow fever, I know that it is deadly. I know that there is an epidemic of more than 50% of patients have died. So the truth is that I am going on a trip to Valledupar and I am going to get vaccinated.
An emergency situation that the president warned through social networks. He said that the disadvantage is presented by the climate crisis, lethal in densely populated areas such as cities. He added that it has a mortality rate of 50% and that out of 74 human cases discovered, 32 people have died, most of them in the department of Tolima. In another tweet, he said that in the Colombian capital, there may be several cases due to the travel of Bogotá citizens to risk areas during Easter week, a situation that must be counteracted through prevention not only in Bogotá, but throughout the country.
It is a virus transmitted by jungle mosquitoes of the genus Hemagogus or Sabethes, and it is a cycle that is there in the jungles, in the forests that occurs between monkey and mosquito. Occasionally, when people enter these forests or parks, for example, where this zoonosis occurs naturally, they can also acquire this disease. The mosquitoes can bite them and they can also get yellow fever.
In view of this situation, the Colombian president announced that in the next few hours he would decree an economic emergency and then a sanitary emergency. In view of the probability of an increase in the number of cases of contagion and the possibility of it spreading to densely populated cities, the Department of Cundinamarca has already declared a state of alert due to the outbreak of yellow fever.
The economic emergency seeks to obtain the resources to deal with this situation. Given the fiscal crisis that the state is going through and that the president himself has recognized and has given his explanations as to why we are in the situation we are in, this decree would allow the attainment of extraordinary resources in a quick and efficient manner, which is what is needed at this moment to deal with this crisis, to supply the hospitals and clinics with the necessary medicines and equipment to avoid a major crisis in the future.
The virus is having an incidence in departments where there had been no history of yellow fever, suggesting an indicator of possible infection in non-endemic areas, which is why the vaccine is essential to counteract contagion in high-temperature areas.
Hernán Tovar, teleSUR, Bogotá, Colombia.